What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Dying Scene Record Radar. I'm your host, the fresh-faced titty baby punk boy, double chin, fully exposed, on display this week. We got a ton of fucking releases to talk about, man. I took a week off again, and every band on the planet, every label announced the biggest releases in the history of mankind. I don't know what's going on. They're fucking with me. Anyway, yes, like 25 plus releases this week. So let's stop fucking around. Let's get into it. Borderlines, one of my favorite bands in the pop punk game right now. Borderlines, they got a new 7-inch coming out, or actually it came out a few days ago on Mom's Basement Records. It's called Repair Kit. It is excellent. 4 brand new songs from Portland, Maine's Borderlines. 3 color variants, 100 copies each. Hit up Mom's Basement Records, grab this shit. Shout out Borderlines. Awesome band. Alright, up next we got Real Big Fish. The Real Big Fish back again, continuing to run through their back catalog with reissues on Enjoy the Ride Records. Alright, so we got a twofer. We got Why Do They Rock So Hard? ? And Cheer Up! ! Back in print in the case of Cheer Up, first time on vinyl, previously only released on the beloved compact disc format. 6 variants of each of these, and they are selling out very fast, as these Enjoy the Ride Real Big Fish reissues usually do. That's a mouthful. Real Big Fish reissues. They did Turn the Radio Off, Candy Coated, and Monkeys for Nothing and the Chimps for Free, I believe. So continuing to do more reissues, very appreciated. Why Do They Rock So Hard was only released on vinyl in 2018, and that was very limited as well. I remember that selling out super fast at the time. I missed out on that. Anyway, 6 variants, bunch of them sold out. Some of them were extremely limited, but the good news is quite a few of them are still in stock. They're double LPs. They got a bunch of bonus tracks, and they're remastered for vinyl and all that cool stuff. And the colors look sweet. Enough of that. Real Big Fish, fuck yeah, dude. I will not tolerate any Real Big Fish slander. Anyway, the Ramones, another band I won't tolerate any slander of. My favorite Ramones live record, unpopular opinion, right? They're Local Live. Back in print, first time in eternity. I'm so glad that the Ramones estate is finally doing justice to the 90s stuff. Anyway, Local Live back in print for Record Store Day. We're going to talk about a few Record Store Day releases coming up here. But this is the first one. 6,000 copies, so hopefully it shouldn't be too hard to come by. Double LP. Thank you for making a double LP. The copy I have is a single record. It sounds like ass. Blue and red colored vinyl. One knock against this, they used the US cover art, which I'm not a big fan of. They should have used the European version and the European track list. But beggars can't be choosers. Ramones Local Live Record Store Day, April 12th. Mark your calendars. Also on Record Store Day, here we go. We got Guttermouth. Very out of place here. Record Store Day is usually like the fucking fart sniffing highbrow bullshit, or like little trinkets on vinyl, almost like Weird Al 7-inch singles and shaped discs and stuff. Anyway, we got Guttermouth with Gorgeous. This has been out of print for 25 years, over 25 years, 99 is what my sources, Discogs, tells me. 1,300 copies on yellow smoke colored vinyl for this one. Definitely gonna pick this up. Guttermouth. And another one that I'm really looking forward to, Record Store Day again. 1,000 copies. Teenage Bottlerocket Total 20th anniversary for Total. They don't say what color it's on. They just say limited edition colored vinyl. And there's a bonus track, which they also don't specify what the bonus track is. 1,000 copies, man. This might be a little tricky to find. Hopefully not. Hopefully, my store gets at least a few of these, because I really want this. Alright, moving on. That's enough. That's all our Record Store Day. But a week before Record Store Day, we have Dutch Nuggets great Montreal skate punk band Dutch Nuggets with 2 records. They got a reissue of their 2013 album, Nervous Wreck, great record. Remember when it came out, very highly regarded in the skate punk circles. And also they have a new record finally. It's called Fishbold. And both of these are being released by Thousand Islands Records, the almighty Thousand Islands Records, on April 4th. There are 2 color variants for each of them. And yeah, pick them up. You can get a bundle with both at a very reasonable price from Thousand Islands Records. Alright, another great melodic punk record I'm looking forward to is from San Diego's Punch Card. Their new album, Soapbox Hero, due out in just a week, actually, February 22nd on Felony Records, next Friday. They got a bunch of cool color variants for this one, some beautiful splatters, which if you watch the Record Radar, you know I'm a fan of. And the lead single, Stealing My Identity, is streaming now. It's a great song, exclusively premiered on Dying Scene. Check that out. Punch Card, Soapbox Hero, highly recommended pickup from Felony Records. Alright, moving on, we got a split 7-inch. They used a 12-inch LP for the mock-ups, which threw me off for a second, but it is a 7-inch confirmed. We got Boss's Daughter and Big Time with a split 7-inch, 4 songs total on transparent green and transparent blue colored vinyl, limited to 100 copies total, I believe, so 50 of each, from Asteroid M Records, due out March 21st. Speaking of split releases, we got a big one, a very old one though, obviously. 88 Fingers Louie and Kid Dynamite with their 1999 split 10-inch, being reissued by Dusty Wax Records. First time this has been in print since its original release. It's not available to pre-order, there's no color variants announced or anything, but just want to give you a heads up to be on the lookout for this. And when it does go up for pre-order and all the details are revealed, the Record Radar will be the place to find that information. The Queers, Grow Up, their first album. Not a very good record, but whatever, it is what it is. If you're a completionist, you want to have a copy of this for your Queers collection. This is the original mixes from the original release, 1990. And they don't say how many copies. I think it's mixed color or this purple color. I'm not sure. I bought this, it came in, it's this purple color, but I checked Discogs and the guy who listed it on Discogs says it's silver. But the web store disagrees and I disagree. The Queers. Alright, more new records here. Back to new stuff. Heart Attack Man, a band I know John Radar is quite fond of. They have a new record coming out. It's called Joyride the Pale Horse. They have 2 color variants to choose from. This orange and white quadrant thing looks pretty cool. And then this one that Green Day and a few other bands did. I forget what they call it, like Nebula something. That one looks pretty sweet. They have a new single streaming as well. It's called Laughing Without Smiling. Pretty fucking good. Heart Attack Man from Cleveland. New record April 25th. Alright, more old records. Singular, actually. Singular old record. 2009's Westbound Train album, Come and Get It. Back in print. Actually, the first time on vinyl. Fact check right there in real time. Limited to 500 copies on smoke and gold flake colored vinyl. One disc is a different color from the other. They're not different variants. Limited 500 copies, and you can get it now. It's got new cover art. Looks cool. There's a Publix in it. I don't think you guys have Publix in Massachusetts. I'm actually very confident you don't. So, where is this picture from? Is this from Florida? I don't recognize this. Maybe Miami? Publix. Shout out Publix. Most overpriced grocery store in the state of Florida. I shop at Aldi and Walmart. Anyway, we're going to Germany now. The Heart Punches. This is a band I said I really like this record on the January recap thing, and I really like it. I gotta say a correction. I called them the Heart Punchers. They're called the Heart Punches. This is their debut album, Amongst the Dead, and it is fucking great. I really like it, especially the album opener, A Hopeless Case. Great melodic punk record here. Available from Gunner Records in, where is that, Germany? I guess. That would make sense. German band, German label. Maybe they're in the UK, I'm not sure. Anyway, some more ska here. We got the Slackers. They have a new 12-inch single. They like to do these. Coming out on April 25th. I think this is one of many releases that day, from what I recall so far this video. It's for a song called My Last Star, which was at least partially written by Greg Lee from Hepcat, another iconic ska band. He unfortunately passed away last year, and this potentially is the last song he ever wrote, which is cool. Anyway, black vinyl, and there is a cool print on the B-side that looks really sweet. Awesome art there. The Slackers, My Last Star from Pirates Press Records. Alright, another new record I'm looking forward to from Edmonton's Real Sickies. Garage punk, pop punk, power pop punk, whatever you want to call these guys. They're a fun band. And their new album, Under a Plastic Bag, is due out March 14th. There's 2 color variants to choose from. Cloudy Blue Skies, what a beautiful name. And Bone White colored vinyl, both available to pre-order now on their Bandcamp. By the way, if you want to pre-order these records, hit the link in the description. It'll take you to dyingscene.com. We have all the links to where you can buy all 25 plus records aggregated on the same page. All right, moving on. Vinyl Me Please. Purveyors of very expensive exclusive reissues, usually with special mastering and stuff. I don't see any mention of that on the release page for this. Dropkick Murphy's debut album, Do or Die, back in print. I think it's been frequently repressed, but I don't know. Anyway, this is Vinyl Me Please, has an exclusive variant on clear with a blue swirl colored vinyl. Looks pretty sweet. 500 copies of this, and it's $45. Yes. I guess you can afford $45 records on a union salary. Perhaps I should join a union. I can afford $45 records. Though I will say, some variants of that Real Big Fish record are $45 as well. So, shit, man. Maybe Real Big Fish is in favor of unionization as well. Anyway, Less Than Jake, they released their new EP, Uncharted, a few months ago at this point, I think. And a second pressing has popped up, though the first pressing is still pretty readily available, the 12 or however many variants they did in the first run. This has popped up kind of unannounced. I haven't seen any mention of it from the band or the label. But it has gone up on different web stores, 1234 Go Records and Rock This Town Records, who I'd never heard of before this, have it in the US, and then Artist First has it in Australia. Artist First is where I got the picture from. It is yellow marble colored vinyl, and Artist First also says it's limited to 600 copies. So yeah, Uncharted variant number 27 probably for this one. All right, another record with a lot of variants, but in the first pressing, we have Nashville punk band Secondself with their new album, The Current Descent, coming out May 23rd on Punkerton Records, and there's 6 variants to choose from, including some splatters, which you know I'm all about, as I mentioned 5 minutes ago. First single, title track, streaming now. It's great, politically charged punk rock right here for fans of bands like that. And also notable, we just mentioned Less Than Jake. This was recorded and produced by Matt Drastic from Less Than Jake, also known as Matt Yonker, former Less Than Jake tour manager and former Teen Idols drummer, also Bullets to Broadway. Yeah, he does good shit with the production and stuff. He did the Jetty Boys records. I really like Matt's stuff. So yeah, check that out, Secondself. All right, another record I know Jonathan will be very excited about. We got PUP. Didn't these guys just release a new record? I think that was pretty shortly ago. Anyway, they got a new record. It's called Who Will Look After the Dogs? It's coming out on May 2nd, and there are 3 variants of colored vinyl to pick from. One of them already sold out, and there's also compact discs and cassette tapes. New single Hallways streaming now. Apparently Jeff Rosenstock is also makes an appearance on this album. Speaking of Jeff Rosenstock, he threw up a bunch of records on his store this past week or so, I guess. All right, 3 records. 2020 Dump. These are songs that were recorded during 2020, as its name implies, like home recordings, on vinyl, on a physical format for the first time, previously only released digitally. Arrogant Sons of Bitches 3, Cheers for Disappointment. This has been out of print for quite a while, and it's back out of print again because it sold out before I could make this video, unfortunately. And then Bond the Music Industry, Vacation, another one. This has been out of print for a while too, and it is still available on orange-colored vinyl from Mr. Jeffrey's online wares distribution store. The Huntingtons, more stuff from Mom's Basement Records, my favorite. The Huntingtons, I'm gonna butcher this. Muerto Carcel o Rock and Roll is being reissued. This is their 2020 album. I guess they weren't entirely satisfied with the mixing, so they've decided to remix the album and reissue it on 2 new color variants, white and clear. This is available from Mom's Basement and Burnt Toast Vinyl in the US, and also from Striped Music in Italy, and I guess elsewhere in Europe. You could probably save on shipping buying from Striped. Yeah, fuck yeah, Huntingtons. Ramones core heroes, the Huntingtons. All right, the Jackknives from Southern California, great band, released a great record last year, and now they're back again with their 3rd album in 3 years. It is called Into the Night. It's due out digitally on June 6th, but if you buy the record, it sounds like they have the copies in stock, and you will get it pretty much immediately. Recorded and produced by Pete Steinkopf, the Pete from the Bouncing Souls, at his recording studio, Little Eden Studios in Asbury Park, New Jersey, United States of America. The Jackknives variant looks sweet too, fuck yeah. And we're almost done here, finally, we're almost done. We got a new punk rock supergroup, Roach Squad, featuring Hugo from the St. Catharines, a band that's pretty highly regarded amongst our viewership, I know that. As well as some guys from Leatherface, Alex, the former drummer of the Murder Burgers, one of my favorite bands, and a guy who, I don't know if he's in any bands, he can tell me if he sees this or sees the record radar. Sim Robson. Sim, hit me up, bro. You play bass, I don't know if you played in any other bands, let me know if you have or do play in any other bands, and I'll make sure to make note of that. Anyway, Roach Squad self-titled LP coming out on April 4th on a bunch of labels. Rad Girlfriend in the States, they have 3 variants to choose from. Little Rocket in the UK, they also have compact discs available. Fuck yeah. Sounds of Subterranea in Europe, they have an exclusive variant, black vinyl with a screen printed cover, so that's pretty cool. And then Waterslide Records in Japan, they have transparent orange colored vinyl. I don't know if that's the same as the orange from the other labels, or if they have an exclusive transparent orange. They say it's limited to 100. So maybe it is Waterslide exclusive in Japan. 2 songs streaming now, both great. I just pre-ordered this like 10 minutes ago when I heard the singles. Fuck yeah, this is gonna be good, man. I think this might be one of the best records of the year. Alright, and finally we've reached the finish line. We're about to cross it, and Jay Prozac is gonna round it out. This week's monstrous record radar, absolutely huge. Jay Prozac from the Prozacs and the Grand Prix and a few other bands. Has a new 7-inch coming out for his new single, Take Me Away. It's available on yellow colored vinyl, limited to 200 copies, and it features another song called On My Own, originally by a band called The Bates, who I'm not familiar with, but the song is great. I haven't heard the single yet, but I did hear that cover on the B-side, and it's awesome. So yeah, Jay Prozac, new 7-inch, Take Me Away. You can pre-order it from his Bandcamp, and you can listen to the cover as well. Once again, I'll remind you, in case your ears stopped working halfway through this, hit the link in the description. It'll take you to the Dying Scene Record Radar written edition, and you can find links to pre-order all these records, buy the records that are in stock already, listen to songs from the new records, such as the Borderline 7-inch, out now on Mom's Basement Records. And yeah, that's going to do it. Thank you all for watching. Long video this week. I don't blame you if you tuned out halfway through. But yeah, I'm going to take the next week off. I'm going to be on the road. And we'll be back in the last week of February, I guess. So thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time.